Abregu has thrown a lot of low blows. Oh my, there's a right hand on the back of the head by Gutierrez. Interesting, Gutierrez, who's a left hook artist, has thrown some very good right hands here.
And after being knocked down in the third, Gutierrez now back to business, keeping his hands up high.
And that's part of the problem. I think Gutierrez is trading right hands with Abregu. That's not the idea for him. He'll lose that exchange.
Some redness now on the left temple of Richard Gutierrez.
Abregu has done a very nice job of keeping this fight at long range, and that has been the whole key here to him doing well.
Gutierrez a little too anxious, Al, especially after he knocked him down in the second round. Instead of taking his time and closing the distance, he rushed in.
And there's the Gutierrez jab, but he doesn't follow in with the jab. Instead of following him to work on the inside, oh, big left hook hurt Gutierrez.
Gutierrez hurt again. Let's see if Abregu can finish him with 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here comes Abregu, and Gutierrez tying him up. Abregu punches in bunches here. And that's the end of the round. And don't forget, joins James Brown, Chris Collinsworth, Phil Simms, and Ward Sapp for the Season 2 finale of Inside the NFL next Wednesday, February 10th at 9 p.m.
Okay, stay in the front. Let me get some water now on him. You're coming in too strong. You got to work the uppercut. Then you got to move your head. The only thing you can do is throw. Do not put your hands down. You got to start working. Let's go with the jab. The jab is going to be what you need to do.
Round 5 scheduled for 10, 147 pounds. Carlos Abregu in the light blue trunks, and now some ice in the ring. Kicked out by the referee. Richard Gutierrez in silver. Another looping right hand lands for Abregu. Those right hands taking their toll on the 31-year-old Gutierrez. We haven't seen very much head movement from Gutierrez. He's been eating a lot of shots. And a look at the open scoring.
And this is the official scoring. You see everybody with a 38-36 score for Abregu, which is exactly how I have the fight scored. Now to press row. Alfonso Bernal of the record here in Mexico has it 37-36. Philippe Leon of FightNews.com with the draw, and Mark Walsh of AP point win for Abregu right now. So the official scoring, official obviously, and the press row pretty much in line with it.
Lead left hook connects.
Orlando Cuellar pointed out he's got to use the jab, Gutierrez. But for him, though, it's not just enough to use the jab. He has to follow the jab in, Gus, and work off the chest of Abregu. Every fight I've seen Richard Gutierrez fight on tape or live, he's done exactly that, except for this one. And this is the one he really needs to do it in. It's a mystery. For him to fight at long range just gives Abregu a better chance. And give Abregu some credit. He's kept Gutierrez on the outside.
However, as this fight goes on, the distance will close. Gutierrez will get an opportunity to get closer. Nice stiff jab off the clinch by Gutierrez. If he can remain patient, he'll get close to Abregu naturally.
The body work again by Abregu. He's done a lot of that. Now this round has been a much better round though for Gutierrez in general.
Nice jab now by Abregu. Ooh, another stinging looping right hand by Abregu. Oh, he really crushed him. Great combination by Abregu. Now Abregu throwing multiple punches, and he closes the round in good fashion. And as you mentioned, Al, Gutierrez doing a good job in that round, but Abregu may have stolen it at the end.
Listen to me. This is the problem. You're standing still. That's your problem. Come on, bend the knees a little bit. Wake up. Listen to me. Listen, Richard. You're just standing still. When you initiate the action.
We mentioned the right hand by Abregu was an important punch. He has looped it around the guard of Gutierrez and is landing it very well. And the other thing we saw there, Abregu's landing more combinations than I'm used to seeing. See, he lands the right, but here, he's got a three-punch combination going there. He only landed 2 of the 4 punches he threw after that, but he was throwing the combination, and that's a big improvement by Abregu.
And what we haven't seen from Gutierrez is him rolling on that right hook, which may really set up the left hand. But at 31 years old, you wonder, when do the skills erode? When do you lose that ability to feint, to roll, all the technical things that you see from young fighters?
Well, Gutierrez has been in some very difficult struggles in the last 4 or 5 years. The war with Claudio, the stop by Angulo. Great fights, but certainly fights that have taken their toll on him. There's the left hook by Gutierrez after a combination to the body. It's just that Gutierrez is fighting his fight differently, and that puzzles me.
It'd be interesting to see if Gutierrez, who is a veteran, can throw a punch while Abregu is punching.
And, you know, this is a fight, we've seen both men hurt in this fight, so anything can happen at this juncture. I don't think most people thought it would go 6 rounds. And the odds of it going 10 were very long.
And look at Gutierrez now showing more head and shoulder movement, working his way in, and that is turning out to be slightly confusing for Abregu at the beginning of the 6th round.
Now there's Gutierrez working on the inside. That's the Gutierrez that we saw in all the tapes we got, and that's the Gutierrez that we expected in this fight. Abregu is not throwing as many punches now as he did in the last few rounds, Gus, but that one wasn't bad.
Abregu no longer on his bicycle, standing in the center of the ring. Gutierrez trying to time him.
It's a very close round here in round 6.
Gutierrez looks like he's getting stronger now. Not as much movement from Abregu. Abregu's hands, although he's out of punching range, all the way down. Nice right hand again by Abregu.
Gutierrez is not getting himself in position to land that really good left hook, and that's that he used to knock Abregu down in the first round.
Abregu, very good rhythm now. On his toes, side to side. And you wonder, Al, for Gutierrez, who was 0-2-1 in his last 3 fights, why is he here?
Well, he's here because he's a very, very good fighter, and we see that he's a fans fighter. Gutierrez is tough. He likes to punch a lot, and he's helped create a great fight here.
The end of round 6. Close one to call. And don't miss Inside NASCAR, Premium Television's first series on America's #1 spectator sport. That's Wednesday starting February 10th.
Why is the jab so important for Gutierrez? We see him use a couple of jabs. Mostly it's rangefinders, but they set up a left hook that is his money punch. There's the jab, and there's the left hook behind it, and he will come with another right hand, and there he goes downstairs to the body. That's the quintessential Gutierrez kind of attack. We haven't seen a lot of it in this fight. Abregu later on in the round landing that right hand and yet again bouncing it off the side of the head of Gutierrez. That's been a repeated theme in this fight.